I want an update on Georgia, which is, well, I think it's the first state to really reopen big time. David Nicholas is with us, and he lives in Georgia. So now, look, he's a market watcher, but I want to use you as a reporter. What's it like in Georgia right now? Are people going to the businesses which have been reopened?
You know, Stuart, it's positive. I would love to say that there's been a big rush of consumers back out into the public, but it certainly has been an uptick. I look at Google Analytics. Georgia has seen one of the higher upticks in return to retail, restaurants, storefronts. Our total exposure to these sectors are only down 26% year to date, compared to a state like New York that's still down 50-60%. So I'll tell you, I think our government did a great job of balancing liberty and security. And I'll tell you, for many Americans, it's very problematic that we're essentially just waiting for government to return our rights to go back to work and to go back to visit the places that we love, like restaurants and stores. So I'm encouraged. I think Georgia's a great case study that is allowing its citizens to decide whether or not we can manage and take risks. And it's the government's job to ensure that those rights are protected. So
I'm actually with you, David.
I'm encouraged by what I'm seeing.
I'm very much with you, David. Now, look, I do read your stuff. I'm going to deal with this real fast. I know that you like Microsoft, Adobe, and Google. And what joins all those three companies is the cloud. So you tell our viewers why the cloud is very important when we get out of this virus mess.
Stuart, one sector that the coronavirus has been unable to stop is enterprise cloud. So as investors, we need to be looking for the companies that can dominate in that state. If you just look at a name like Adobe, Adobe has tremendous performance year to date, but they have made some great acquisitions. And if you know Adobe for their Photoshop, their Adobe Illustrator, but they have made a transition into the cloud space with their Marketo acquisition. So companies that are looking for digital marketing, Adobe is an example of a company that provides a full suite of digital marketing services. So I think the upside growth for a company like Adobe is big. So if you look at some of these other names like Google, like Amazon, even Microsoft, which a company that has legacy assets, almost a monopoly in software, they have even made the hard transition to cloud. And so it's these companies that I think are going to be the future. They're not only going to excel in the next month or two, but they're going to excel over the next 3 to 5 years in what I think is a new environment for business.
Okay, we like the sound of that. David Nicholas, thank you for joining us, David. We appreciate it, and we'll see you again soon.